Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the spiral gold wheel, and this is one of my favorite tools to use while prospecting. It makes it so much simpler to try to go through your cons and get all those heavies out of there. So here you can see we got my blue gold wheel set up, water running through it. We got it at the proper angle, and you can see that black sand working its way up those ripples. The theory is as the water washes your concentrates down, anything that's heavy will make it all the way up to that point right up there in the middle. Once it gets to the middle, then it goes through and it falls and catches in this cup in the back, and that's going to be hopefully where all your gold falls through. And all those ripples, you know, they have a little bit of a bevel on them so that as the concentrates go through there and they work their way up, that water's washing the lighter material down, and anything that's heavy works its way up to the top. So you can kind of see there's a little bit of black sand going in that hole right now, and that's okay if you have a little bit getting in there, because that means that those little tiny pieces of gold are still going to make it up in there. It just means that you're going to have a little bit more that you're going to have to pan through at the end. But I would rather have a little more to pan through and have more shiny gold in there than have it where nothing's getting up in there and I'm losing gold down into my trap at the bottom. So you'll see also a little bit, I'm going to show you where everything goes down and falls out. There's a little catch basin in the bottom right there. You can see it where it catches everything that falls out. So you can also run through that again. Right now I'm going to start feeding this with some concentrates pretty heavily right from one of my little mine sites. I've got a bunch of black sand, and so I'm going to go through this and just kind of feed this in here, and hopefully as we watch this you might see some little shiny pieces of gold go through there. So let's just watch this for a second, because I'm already seeing a couple little pieces starting to work their way up into that little spot, and so there you can see a couple that just went in. There's a nice one going in there. So you can see this is working. It's catching these heavies, and so even little tiny specks are going up into there. So that's what we want to see when you have these this gold wheel running. If you make sure it's at the proper angle, if it's too high of a pitch, everything's just going to fall out. You may get a few pieces of gold up there, but a lot of it's going to end up down in your trap at the bottom. So make sure you have the right angle on there. Usually when you buy these, they have a little guide that helps you set it up. I have a little piece of plexiglass cut at the right angle that it makes it easy to set this up. But here you can see this is really fun watching this. I mean, it's so exciting, and a lot of guys will fill this with like a teaspoon at a time or tablespoon at a time. I go a little bit quicker just because I'm a little more impatient, and so I put in about 4 or 5 spoonfuls at a time. And then I did notice after this video I had to actually go through the concentrates again that had fallen out, and I found a little bit of more gold. But what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and shut the water off, and then you can kind of see everything kind of settles. You can see what it falls out in that catch basin below. I'm going to reach in the back and I'm going to grab the little cup that was catching all the heavies that fell through that hole, and here, bring it over. Alright, so here is our heavies that fell through, and so we're going to empty a little bit of water out of here, and then we're going to take a quick peek and just see what we see inside this cup, just from without panning or anything. On the top, maybe there might be a little speck of something, but on the side you can definitely see there's some gold in there, so that's exciting. And so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to just go take this, I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to grab an empty cup because I want to keep running the concentrates that are in my spiral wheel, and just let that continue to flow while I pan out what's in the first cup. So let me get that put on the back there. We're going to go ahead and flip this thing back on, get that water running. There's a little switch in the back I'm going to flip on. We'll get this water going again. Alright, so you can see there's quite a bit of black sand still going into that cup, but that's okay. That's alright. We'll have a little bit of pan out later. So let's take the material out of this first cup, get everything out. That way we can go through, pan this, and see what kind of gold we have caught in our using our spiral gold wheel. So just emptying this out, you can see there's a couple pieces right off the bat right up there on the top. So I'm gonna agitate this really well. I'm not actually gonna pan this pan out. We're just gonna kind of move everything over, agitate it very, very well, get all that gold to slide into that bottom corner, and then all the black sand should be up on top. Black sand's very heavy, so sometimes it's hard to pan black sand, but I'm gonna take some time here. We're gonna agitate this really, really, really well, and then we'll start swirling the water around to get that black sand to move away, and hopefully the gold stays in place. And so even with the little bit of swirling, you can see there's in the corner there's a couple pieces that are starting to pop, and boy, when that stuff pops in your pan, it makes your heart jump. So it's awesome to see. All right, now what I'm gonna do, because there's so much black sand in here, I'm just gonna jump forward a little bit. Let's show you the results of what this pan holds. Some pretty stuff right there. Here's the results. All right, take a look at that stuff. That is beautiful. Just that gold there, that gold color, that yellow color. There's some nice big pickers in there. Oh man, those are nice. There's another one. Man, those are awesome pieces there. It's so exciting to find something like that. And then if I kind of look around in this other stuff down here, yep, there's even a couple little ones that you can feel are a little more chunky, and so those are fun. Have some neat little shapes on them too. But there's a decent amount of gold there. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and put this in a pan. We're going to fry it up, basically cooking off all the moisture and getting this completely dried out so that we can weigh it and see how much gold we actually have here and what the value of today's gold is worth. So all right, that's always fun to watch that bubble. So let's get this on our scale. Scale zeroed out. Just have a couple pieces of paper that we're doing this with to make it easy. Oh, had somebody try to get away. That's all right, we'll get them in a minute. All right, so we're at 1.05. There's a little bit more here on my paper. All right, 1.05 there. Get that runner. Put that runner on there, and let's just see what it ends up being. So 1.07. We're gonna go with 1.07 there. So here's our final look at what we were able to get out of the gold wheel. Today's spot price is 66.16 a gram. We have 1.07 grams. That means that this gold is valued at $70.79. So not bad for a nice day of working out there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you learn a little bit about the gold spiral wheel. And if you have any other questions or comments, or like to see another video of something, please leave those down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next video.